Hey guys, I just thought I'd make a video early in the morning here. This will probably be one of the last videos I make on this about college. I'm going to make one more video, but I want to plan it out and really write down some information about the pros and cons of going to college. So I'll probably make one more video after this on this subject, and then that'll be it until hopefully the time comes for that. Whichever decision I make. But I wanted to talk today because I'm really worried about going to college, because I'm not thinking of how severe the problems are that I have that could hinder me from doing this. I'm very sick, obviously benzo wise. My nervous system is still damaged, and whenever I get sick, with the flu or I catch a cold, if I get like a little bit of a sinus infection, it doesn't really affect me. But if I get sick, it sends my symptoms into a tailspin. I get really bad, severely bad sometimes, though not as bad as I used to, which shows that there is healing taking place. But I still get really bad. And when I get sick, it takes me forever to get over my sickness now. When I get sick, it takes... I'm still not completely over it. You could probably tell a little bit by my voice. Most everything else has cleared up. Not everything, but, I'm a little stuffed up. But, it's cold here right now, so I'm kind of a person that gets clogged anyway most of the time. But, I know that, being really sick, when I get sick now, it takes forever. And part of that could also be because I had COVID 2 years ago. I know a lot of people, my mom too, that when she gets sick now, it takes her a while to get over it. Now she's a lot older than me, I get that, but I think there's something too, when you have had COVID, obviously hopefully you survived it, because I had it back in 2020, and I might have had it afterwards. You have to remember, if you have it, and you survive, it should get weaker, each time, because I've never been vaccinated, because I can't risk it with the benzo withdrawal, with my nerve damage. I just can't risk putting shots in my body. Other people have done it that I've seen online that are in benzo withdrawal that are severely messed up, and they took the vaccine and see it messed them up real bad, because it affects your nervous system. It just makes you really sick, and for a while, and I just can't risk doing that. I'd be in for a fate worse than death. But I know that I have to just kind of get through that, and that's a problem I'm going to have to deal with, because when I'm sick like this, I can't focus on studying, trying to, pass. If I had a job and it was a job I could do, obviously if I'm severely sick, I just can't go in. But if it's a job that I can do, I have the job and I'm not too severely sick, you can phone it in. You can go in and kind of do a half, excuse my language, but a half-ass job, right? But you can't do that with college. I've got to pass classes. I gotta make grades. So, I don't know. I'll have, what I'm going to do about this. Because when I'm sick for so long. I don't get sick and stay in, and within 2 or 3 days, I'm okay. It's like weeks and weeks, and obviously if you get COVID, you're going to be sick for a while. And now that I'm talking, making me cough a little bit, it's not too bad. I'm a little stepped up, but I'm a lot better now. And also I'm still in severe benzo withdrawal, to where things can trigger me into what you call waves, where my symptoms get very severe. And so you don't just have a symptom and it goes away and you have it every once in a while. You have it continuously. And the pains are severe, the mental stuff is severe, because my mom knocked me into a wave about 2 weeks ago, and just from putting on cologne or some kind of perfume, I can't remember, but she did that, And what did it do? Made me sick. And, I can't risk that. I can't risk getting severely sick. And, withdrawal-wise, because, there's no way I could study when my withdrawal is severe. I can't. There's no way. Like I said, you could phone in a job or call in sick maybe for a day. You might can do that. You can't do that with college. And even with a job, that you can't just phone in sick all the time. And when you're in this stuff, it's bad. You can't do anything. So, and when I have somebody like Mom that just knocks me into these waves, and they don't care because they don't study it, they don't know what causes what I have to avoid to not get symptoms. They don't know, and they don't care, and that's going to be most people, because this is way beyond anything they would understand or care about, because people suck. Let's just be honest. And I have to deal with that. And this is going to have to be something I'm going to have to really think about. I'm not supposed to try to go to school until maybe next year. And I don't mean like January of next year. I mean, way away from now. And I don't know what to do. I'll be honest, guys. The best thing for me to do would be to put it off for another year, but I can't. I don't have time anymore. I've been sick for a decade. And, the fact that I've survived this long I guess it just shows I have a strong will to live, I guess. But, it's rough. But doing the best I can. And, I'll just try to make it the best way I can. I'm concerned. I know I got to pray to God about this, and I've got to, my faith is going to be severely tested right now. I'm scared. I don't really know what to do. Because without the benzo withdrawal, without getting severely sick, I still have autism if I didn't have those two things. And going to college would be a chore for me. It don't matter if I go to a community college or, like I said, or whether I went to Harvard. It wouldn't matter. It would still be hard, And having that and all this on the side, it's tough. I don't know what to do. And I even have sort of that selfish side of me, to where like I was wanting to save all these things on my YouTube account of college football. I love college football, by the way. And, it took me a little while to do it, to get everything saved on my YouTube favorites list and everything. And it's like, well, I wouldn't have time to do that if I'm studying. And one of the few things I do that I enjoy is watching college football. That's about it. I don't get to do anything else, and I really don't enjoy anything else like I used to. I don't watch pro wrestling anymore. I used to love that, growing up. I don't watch pro basketball or pro baseball. I don't watch that. I watch pro football. I watch the Super Bowl, and that's about it. I just don't care about it anymore. I'm not into a lot of that, but I still love college football. I still have a lot of fun with it. And one of the few things I love is going online and watching things, and watching videos and watching all these old highlights, and and I don't know, when I start having to do all that, I'm not going to have time for that, for the things that make me happy, for the things that I enjoy. And of course, the video I made about based on the article of Roosh, Roosh V, talking about the kind of 40-hour-a-week life. It can be kind of miserable for some people. So those are downsides. I guess I can go ahead and mention it while I'm sitting here thinking of it. But like I said, I'm going to make one more video on this later, but I'm going to plan it out and have a list made. But some of the upsides of working, if I got a good job, would be maybe I could stay in this house or sell it and get a decent house, a good house to live in for me one day. Maybe number two would be getting a wife. It'd be nice to be able maybe to get married. Having kids seems to be pretty unlikely at this point, but who knows, maybe. Maybe it's possible. Just lost so many years on that. And of course, we all know. All of us that have studied the manosphere, we've studied, about men and women. We know that a man he's got to do it all. He can't just, a man can't be different than what a man is supposed to be. A woman can. She can differ from feminine norms, but a man cannot differ from masculine norms. He can't. He's got to work. He's got to have a decent job. He's got to blah, blah, blah. It's all that. I'm not going to get into that because we all know it. Anybody that watches this, they've studied the red pill, the black pill, they know all this. And, they know the truth. So that's something I got to look at, but it would be nice to have. Is it possible? We'll have to see down the road. And it'd be nice to, number three, go on a vacation every once in a while. I have not been on a vacation, a real trip, since I was 17 years old. It'd be nice to do something. Never really got to do much of anything in my life, and it would be nice to. I've never been more than 2 hours. Well, one time I was 3.5 hours away from my house. That's about it. One time in my life, so. As you can see, I've never done very much. I've never flown in a plane. I've never done anything. And, be nice to be able to take a trip every once in a while and have some fun. It would be nice to have something to look forward to. Be nice to maybe, number four, get a hobby. I'd actually have money to have a hobby. I don't have no money to have hobbies. Can't do anything. Sure would be nice for that. And another symptom I was having, it just kind of started back in again, is I've had horrible gum pain. I've had that off and on through withdrawal for years. And it's been really bad the last few days. Once again, trying to study and trying to do things with that, that's just going to be near impossible to do. And that's how windows and that's how waves happen. You can be good for a while and then be bad for a while. It's just how this goes. And so you kind of see the good and the bad of this. And of course, obviously, being able to take care of myself would be nice, financially. To actually be able to have a decent job, have a decent income coming in case I couldn't get married, which, that don't seem very likely, but it's something I still could hope for, I guess. But it'd be nice to have a decent income and, like I said, be able maybe to live in a small house or something, Get through my life till I'm dead, But I don't know, that's the good sides of this, but boy, getting there is going to be hell. Or I could just win the lottery or inherit a gazillion dollars and that'd be good. Be nice. Well, that's about all I got to say. Like I said, I just wanted to make this, and it's just, I don't know. To be honest, guys, am I going when this happens? When I'm able? I don't know. I don't know. Am I going to be able? I don't know. I'm going to talk to my therapist Monday, and talk to him about these things, and I'll see what he says, and, I don't know how many answers he really has. He never seems to really have any, but I at least talk to him, and it helps to have somebody to talk to. But, that's about all I got to say. Any comments, I'd appreciate that are legitimate. I've just about got all these idiot incel people off my channel, so that's good. Legitimate comments I appreciate. I read every one of them, so I appreciate it. Take care, guys. Have a good one.